Hello and welcome one and all to the Box Gaming coverage of the 4th round of the 4th season of the Precision Racing League Sunday Series with iRacing. I am, of course, Justin, and today we'll be racing at the Long Beach Tech Track, which is a track in iRacing that is still under development, which is why you're going to see a lot of strange-looking objects by the side of the track. This is a street circuit. It is extremely bumpy. We've got 10 cars on track. I've got the qualifying results up, and it is Lauro, my teammate, once again on pole, over 9/10 faster than second place. Really impressive from Lauro, just complete domination in qualifying there. I was a solid 2 seconds off of his pace. Again, still haven't been able to get much practice. I did get a little bit more practice for this race than I did for the one last time out at the Virginia International Raceway, otherwise known as VIR, but again, still was working 45 hours a week. At the time that this was done, so I really only got to do practice on Sunday, but I was able to dedicate the entire day to the excuse me, to practicing for this PRL race, and that is because the AOR season has come to a close, and that video is either already out or coming out shortly. I've been having some internet problems recently. I'm actually recording this in the middle of those internet problems. I'm not sure how soon I'll be able to upload this because of those internet problems, because usually these videos end up being quite large, to the tune of 10, 11, 12 gigabytes for these PRL races, on account of them being 1080p and all that good stuff. So okay, so yeah, qualifying was Lauro, then David, followed by Conrad, who I believe was new. He actually had the fastest lap time in practice, I want to say. Oh, no, he didn't. No, even Lauro beat that. Oh, no, there was a separate practice session before this one. The weather changed, too. And Conrad really seemed to have the pace in the different weather of the earlier practice session. But once we got into the practice session just before the race, you could call it FP3. Once we got into FP3, the weather had changed, and it seemed that Lauro picked up a significant amount of pace, and Conrad lost maybe just a little bit or kind of stayed where he was. And then we have Spencer in 4th, fellow Texan John Vitrano in 5th, myself in 6th, Ashley Blakely in 7th, Stefan Vesterland in 8th, and Steverson Oliveira in 9th, and James Myers in 10th. Clearly he could not get a good lap together, which is interesting. I want to say actually that this track was his choice. So I think James may have actually qualified in last for his own choice of track. But no blame to him. This is a very difficult track. As I mentioned earlier, extremely bumpy. This is very much a street circuit. You can see up at the top right there the map layout, the track layout there. Lots of right-hand corners, 90-degree corners. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say right-hand. It is a clockwise track, so there's lots of right-hand corners still, but it is a lots of 90-degree corners because of it being a street circuit. So you could call this the Monaco of iRacing, because there is no Monaco in iRacing. So let's go ahead and kick things off. I am in my typical black and green livery, the Big Bad Rad Racing, and another not so great start. Thankfully, I believe that's Stefan behind me. I don't think Stefan got a very good start either. Actually, I can see him braking a little bit early. So he didn't get a great start, so he wasn't able to swarm me as Ashley looks like, and going side by side with John, and actually I managed to take that position. That was a really impressive move, actually. If I do say so myself, I wasn't feeling super comfortable here. Usually I'm not very good at street circuits, for those of you that are familiar with the channel. I typically don't go well at Monaco or Singapore in F1 2013 or F1 2012. Singapore would be the one that I do better at, but still, no, I tend not to be great at street circuits. I did find this track was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed driving this track. I'm just not really good at it. It's because of the bumps and stuff like that. I prefer long swooping corners, as a lot of you may know already, such as like in Malaysia, Sector 2. I really love that sort of stuff. That's a lot of fun for me. Or Turkey, Istanbul. That's another track with some really high-speed flowing corners. So you can see John gave me some room, and actually he just about had the position. He could have just about gotten on the racing line, but I just swoop up the inside and grab P4. Oh, right. And Loro had an incident, and I didn't even notice it. No, I think I grabbed P5, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Loro had an incident going into turn 1. Go ahead, show that to you now. Just braked way too late. Way too late, especially with the heavy fuel. Just starting out in the cold tires and everything, and that dropped him down to dead last. So Loro is essentially replacing James as the person starting in last place position, and that pole position that he grabbed is pretty much all for nothing at this point, as he is coming through that right-hand corner and then onto this. This is very difficult. Those yellow things on the right there, those are bumps, which I didn't realize for the first several times that I was practicing here, probably for the first couple of hours even. But yeah, those are bumps, and actually if you go over those, they can really unsettle the car, and very difficult to resettle it once you lose the back end and that sort of thing. So right now I do believe I am in 5th at the moment, and somebody is ahead of David, and they are gone at the moment. I'm gonna have to see the ticker next time it comes over, because it's still showing qualifying positions basically. That'll be changing, I think, either the next time or the time after that. But somebody, whoever's in the lead, has pulled out a pretty significant gap ahead of David there, and I do believe I'm running in 4th right now. Either that or that's 2nd. That's way up the road. And was that a car in the pits? No, I think that was just a pace car. All right, and it is Conrad. Conrad in the lead. So yeah, I am in 4th at the moment. So actually, I gained two positions at the start. Got past John, who qualified just ahead of me, and also got past Loro, who went deep into turn 1, and currently running just behind Spencer at the moment, and keeping up with him pretty well, if I do say so. Better than I expected to. I kind of expected to be maybe battling with John and Ashley and those guys, not so much up at the front. And so I'm just behind a podium position at the moment. And my strategy was 7 gallons of fuel to start the race with, and then I was going to be, I don't remember what lap I was going to be pitting on. How many laps in this race? This is a 35-lap race. I think I was going to be pitting around lap 25, thereabouts, for another 4 gallons of fuel. It's a pretty high downforce track. I'm running about 30 degrees on my rear wing, and soft roll bars. You really need soft roll bars through this one. Because a lot of oversteer, and that's a very difficult hairpin there, and you know, I think I get a good exit out of that hairpin, but I seem to lose a lot of time during the hairpin itself. And some of you guys with a keen eye for that sort of thing will probably notice it. I seem to lose a lot of time going through it, but then I get a good exit out of it typically, and Ashley looking like he might be having a peak pretty soon here. He's definitely not in a position to pass just yet, but he is. He moved to the left going into turn 1 just to sort of make his presence known. Maybe try a little bit of excuse me, a little bit of a scare tactic sort of thing. Intimidation, very common in racing. I do it. Everyone does it. Sometimes it works. Usually it doesn't. It does depend on the level of racing that you're playing at. If you're racing in just a random sort of group, as I take out that cone, and I do believe, I think that was a corner cut, so I think I might be giving up time at the moment. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I had to let off the gas a little bit, so that, yeah, that was a corner cut, so I've lost some time to Spencer, and that's put Ashley back right up behind me. I imagine he's going to be getting an excellent slipstream coming out of this final hairpin. And there you can see right there, yeah, I get a great exit though, and just really pull away. But as you get higher and higher speed, the slipstream becomes more and more powerful. So I pulled away a little bit, but now he's just closing in on me, especially with that high wing angle. And I stay to the inside. He's gonna move to the outside. I brake a little bit later than him, and I'm gonna hang on to that position. As he gets a nice line through there, though, so he's going to stick right with me. And we got a nice train. John just behind in that purple car, followed by Stefan, followed by Loro, who actually seems to be struggling getting past people. Lots of time left in this race, though. We're only on lap 4 at the moment, and that's out of 35. So he's got plenty of time. It looks like he's actually got a better exit than Stefan, and he's going to move up a position, put himself into P7. And again, I'm just trying to pull this gap back out to Ashley. I think I proved earlier in the opening laps that I am capable, and it looks like Ashley's already got a little bit of damage to his car. The front left quarter panel appears to be dented and has exposed that front left wheel. It doesn't appear to be affecting his pace at all, though, as he is right behind me as we come into the braking, and again, taking out some cones. You could take out the cones there, though, without getting a corner cut penalty, so I imagine I won't be the only car that you see hitting those cones. It's not necessarily the best line to take, but it's not gonna ruin anything. And I think we might see Ashley pitting, but he's not. It looked like he was almost moving to the right-hand side. Just coming out of that hairpin corner is where the entrance for the pits is. It's on the right-hand side, and Ashley has managed to defend that position from John, or has he? John moves up the inside and takes that position. He's going to take P5 off of Ashley Blakely. Very nice move. Very close racing here. That's one of the benefits of the street circuit, is that you get these really close battles where it's really hard to pull out a gap on people, but at the same time it's really hard to pass people as well. So it tends to keep people grouped up a little bit better versus a circuit like Monza or Spa or something like that, where it's easier to pull away, and it's easier to get past someone who's slower. You can be very defensive. Oh, as I've had a pretty bad corner there, I got a really bad exit out of there, and that's going to put John right up behind me. I wonder if he's going to have a look to the inside of this next right-hand turn. Break it down to about second gear. Yeah, second. This is a second gear corner. And again, taking out one cone that time instead of two, so nailing it a little bit better than the lap previous. And we see another car take out another cone just behind me. And it looks like the back of my car is severely dented. Underneath the rear wing, you can see a large dent near the exhaust. If you compare it to the back of John's car looks pristine at the moment on the back end. And mine just looks all dented up, and I'm not sure what that's all about, but John is having a look to the inside of turn one, and he brakes a little bit earlier than I do, but manages to take that position. I get a better line through there, though. I'm going to stick right with him, braking at almost the exact same time, going through this sort of... it's a rotary. Ooh, heavy over the curb. Way too much curb there, and that's going to put Ashley just behind me. And Loro is just behind Ashley as I get some oversteer coming out of that corner. I am not having a good lap at all. Lap 6 here, and things are not going my way on this lap currently. Switching to TV2. And Loro looks like he's going to make a move on Ashley. He's got the inside line for this right-hand corner, and that's probably job done. And, oh, he's got a little bit of oversteer, though. Ashley's going to come back at him with a better exit from the corner. And John is already starting to pull away from me with my very scruffy lap here. And, again, Loro's going to have that inside line for this next corner, and he's going to take that position off of Ashley and move himself up into P6. And lots of understeer through there. You can see I was really suffering through from some serious understeer. And Loro is just behind me now. He has moved himself up quite a bit since dropping down to last as we finish lap 6 and start lap 7. And he is nicely in my slipstream. I move to the left to defend, and he's going to stay to the outside. And I should be able to defend pretty successfully here, giving him lots of room, lots of respect. And I'm going to hang on to that position, even though we were side by side through that corner. I managed to get a little bit of a better exit and hang on to that position. Ooh, turned in a little early for that corner. And, oh, we got somebody off. Somebody is off, and I believe that is Conrad, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out what happened here. Yeah, that is Conrad who was leading this race. And let's find out. This is a very easy location to lose it. Love that livery, Conrad. Got the Radical logo on the front and everything. Looks great. But yeah, this is one of the bumpier parts of the track. Very easy to lose it. And yep, he did. And let's see, he spins, but no contact. So he spins. Oh no, and then he didn't quite give it enough throttle. Oh no, this is a nightmare. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh no, he's losing 1, 2, 3 positions, 4 positions, 5 positions. He's lost out on 6 positions all because of a spin without any contact with the barrier. Just really unfortunate. As we see, Loro actually is moving to the outside. He's going to try to the outside. That is not a passing location, though. Not going to be able to get by there as I've got the inside line, but he's going to have a better run out of the corner. He's got a better exit, and he's, I imagine, going to be moving to the inside for this next corner. And he has a little look, but he can't get alongside, so he slots back in behind me. And going through now, this is very slow section. This is about, yeah, this is second gear for this entire thing, and actually going down to first gear for this hairpin, and this is with short gears as well. There's 3 gear settings on the Radical SR8. There's short, medium, and long, and this is all with the short gears. Actually having to use first gear for that hairpin. Really surprising. And Loro looked like he was going to have a move, but he didn't quite have enough speed, so he slots back in, gets a little bit more slipstream, he gets the inside line for turn 1, and I imagine that's going to be job done. Oh no, as it look, Conrad having a little look up the inside as well, but he wasn't quite alongside me, so I took the apex like I normally would, and kind of cut him off. That was a little bit of a cheeky move, but it's definitely fair. And he is right behind me. That's a scary location as I get some oversteer. And yeah, I was gonna say that's a very scary location to be going just behind someone that close. Again, this is a very difficult corner. That left-hand corner there. It's the second gear, third gear, depending on how, you know, what kind of downforce you have and how much fuel you have. Oh, I have a little contact with the barrier there. That's definitely going to be some cosmetic damage, but I don't think any physical damage. I don't think it's going to affect my pace at all. But remember, Conrad, very fast, arguably the second or third fastest car in this race. So it's only a matter of time before he gets by. He's going to try around the outside of this very twisty section, and he's going to get the inside line for the hairpin. I go deep in to get a nice exit as Ashley gets up the inside, but then does not get a great exit. And I'm going to have the slipstream from Conrad. But Ashley's got an even better slipstream off of me, so in spite of a slow hairpin, it looks like he's going to move to the inside for turn 1. Going to be going side by side with Ashley here, and I am just losing positions hand over fist. And yeah, I braked a little bit later than him, and I took that racing line. And sticking pretty well with Conrad for the moment, but I imagine it's only a matter of corners before he pulls away and possibly starts battling with Loro. And I'm just going to take a little breather here because this has been an intense race. Lots of action. We're only on lap 9 of 35 here, and lots of position changes happening. And there's that gap that I was predicting from Conrad. And I do believe that I have suffered a little bit of mechanical damage as a result of that contact with the wall. It's nothing major, but it seems I've lost a little bit of pace. And Ashley's actually got a cone on the front of his car that he's pushing down the road. That's certainly not good for your aerodynamics. I think that might have been... Oh, Stefan takes out a couple of cones, so it's just cone rage time as we're all taking out our anger and frustration on the cones. And again, huge gap to Conrad now. He is gone, and I have now dropped down to, I believe, 6th place. Yep, 6th place. Conrad took 5th off me, and Ashley moving to the inside. This is for P6. Both of us with minor damage, and very nice move from Ashley there. And I am still just behind him, but I believe... Whoa! Oh! What? What just happened? What was that? Okay. That's a strange one. Let's see that in slow motion. Yep, he disappears and then just... And now his car looks like crap. Wow, that's a weird one. You normally do not see glitches like that in iRacing. So that is very strange. You can see how messed up his rear wing is now. I mean, just the whole car. It looks like he rolled the thing. And he pretty much did, as far as it looked anyway. So that's a really strange one, and I'm wondering if that's actually damaged his car. It looks like he's doing okay for the moment, but that is really bizarre. Not something you typically see in iRacing, so I really can't explain that one. He is from the UK though, so that might have something to do with it, but iRacing is run on servers, And usually, even with a 150 millisecond ping, you can run a pretty stable race. So that is a surprising one. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Ashley's going to pit this lap. Lap 10 means that he could come in right now, get 7 laps of fuel, and still make it to the end of the race. So, or 7 gallons of fuel, excuse me. And yep, he has run deep into that hairpin, and I'm going to move up to the inside and take that position. And nope, he does not pit. That is really surprising. He must not be feeling too much mechanical damage, as I think I may have passed him a little bit too early, and he's able to grab that slipstream off of me, as Stefan is going to get the slipstream off of Ashley, as Ashley takes that position back again through turn 1. And oh no, but I'm coming back at him, and I've got the inside line. Wow. Wow, that's one of the better moves I've ever managed in my racing career. Let's go ahead and do a chase view for that one. So you can see here, I get the much better run through turn 1 and just come along the outside here and just grab that racing line, and thank you very much. And you can see that damage that I was telling you about right around the exhaust. I don't know if that's cosmetic or if that's affecting my performance at all, but I didn't have too much trouble getting past Ashley in the hairpin, and then again out at the exit of turn 1. So let's switch back to TV camera angle. And I missed my apex ever so slightly through that corner. Oh, as Ashley's car appears to have repaired itself. There is apparently a quick repair button. I just still don't know what that button is. If someone could tell me in the comments, that'd be great. Otherwise, next time out, I'll just go into the controls. I'll just figure it out for myself. But I really need to learn what that quick repair button is, because Ashley's car now looks perfect. So yeah, I really need to learn what that is. I pulled out a little bit of a gap now here to Ashley, though. Looking like I may have the opportunity to get away. He's getting a slipstream on me. Yeah, he's getting closing, but he's going to be not really losing time through the tight and twisty sectors, although it does look like he lost time through turn 1. Yeah, you really don't get dirty air so much with this game. I mean, your rear wing does a lot for downforce, but there's really no front end downforce, so you don't really get a dirty air effect with these cars. As Ashley takes out a cone. Again, you're going to be seeing a lot of that. Oh, as Stefan is having a look. Whoa, he's flown past Ashley there. What was that all about? Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. He hit that cone, which means it was a corner cut, so he had to give some time back, and that's why we're seeing Stefan go flying by him. I like to find out what those things were all about when I see those. Hey, you can see up on the ticker, James is currently running in 10th, not having a good race. I think he may have had some sort of damage and had to pit for repairs. And David at the moment running in 1st after Conrad spin, Spencer in 2nd, Lauro in 3rd, and John Vetrano currently in 4th. Again, I think I've said this before, I really wish that ticker would give split times, see how far apart people are. And Stefan not quite in my slipstream there. That was a strange one. Just sort of in it, but not quite. And oh, there's been some contact with the barrier there, and my rear wing looks all jacked up. I'm not sure where that came from. Let me actually rewind that. And let me switch it to chase so I can find out the... oh, okay. Yep, I hit the barrier right there. That's what it was. I hit that little fountain that we go around, which is fun. I do actually enjoy that sector. Of course, oh no, as I've turned in very late, and I managed to get a nice exit though. But that was definitely not the best way to take that corner, as I'm still running around in 6th place at the moment, but... oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yep, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, so you can see here, yeah, I got some damage when I hit that fountain, or even more damage. And unfortunately, I just lost the back end. Not so much under braking. Yeah, it was pretty much once I turned the car. You can see just almost the instant that I turn the car, it just immediately goes into a 180. And unfortunately, Stefan becomes a victim of that. Apologies to Stefan. I did apologize on the forums as well immediately after the race, because I could feel the damage to my car, and I could see that they were catching me, Stefan and Ashley. So I was telling myself, I'm going to go through this left-hand corner, the one that I spun at. I'm going to go through this corner, and then I'm going to let them by. And unfortunately, I just spun going through the corner, and I gave a little bit of damage to Stefan. Again, my apologies. I should have just let you guys go before that left-hand corner. So that was my mistake. But now I've got even more damage than I did before. Again, if I had the quick repair button, or if I knew what it was, then I could probably just push that. But I don't, or I didn't, so I'm going to pit for repairs. This is lap 13, so I can take on 7 gallons of fuel and be able to finish the race still. So no problems there. And it's a 40-mile-an-hour pit speed limit. And I do believe I'm going to let Stefan go after we're done doing our stuff in the pits. You can see I let both drivers go when the incident happened, because obviously that was my fault. No one touched me or anything like that. Still getting my repairs done, and there we go. And gonna rejoin this race, and let's see what position the ticker says, as that is my teammate Loro, who is lapping me, and that is because he hasn't pit yet. So I've already done my 1 compulsory pit stop. I just need to run a smooth race to the end and try not take any damage, and I can maybe get some positions back. So I'm in 8th at the moment. I'm still ahead of James Myers and Esty, who, again, they really don't seem to be having a great race. And those 2 cars behind me, unfortunately, I am a lap down from those, so I'm getting the blue flag to let them by. So I'm going to stay far to the right-hand side, as it's a right-hand corner coming up, so everyone moves over to the left to take the racing line. So go let them by, and then just try and stick with them as best I can. I had about the pace of John, maybe a little bit slower, a few tenths a lap slower. So he will be pulling away a little bit, but I should be able to stick with him pretty well. If I get a slipstream out of this hairpin, that will help significantly. Ooh, missed my apex there. Went a little deep. And it looks like that was Conrad pitting from 4th place position, taking his compulsory pit stop. And nope, it does not look like I really got a slipstream off of John there, so unfortunately he's pretty much already gone. It's going to be raw pace, but unfortunately, since I just did the repair and took on 7 gallons of fuel, I have more fuel than in just about every car on the track currently. So even if I was the same speed of oh no, his Spencer's had a little bit of a moment. Let's find out what happened with Spencer there. He's a lap ahead though, so that wasn't for position, and it's the same exact corner as Conrad's incident. And he comes out and just a little bit too heavy on the gas, and I told you guys before, I'll say it again, that is a very easy place to spin. Extremely easy, in fact, so no surprise there. And again, he actually struggles with getting the car going and pointing in the right direction. So not only is it an easy place to spin, but it's a difficult place to reorient your car. So currently on lap 15 of 35, but I am a lap down at the moment, so actually everybody else is on lap 16 of 35, or most everyone, not everyone. I am still ahead of a couple of people who are having even more dreadful races than myself, but this is now damage limitation mode, as I'm sure you're all very aware, as I'm sure you can figure out. Very bumpy through that hairpin. Coming to the end of lap 15, start of lap 16. And even bigger gap up ahead to John, so he is definitely pulling away. No chance of me keeping up with him. And nope, I am now in 10th. Nope, okay, yep, I am in dead last. So, yep, this is definitely damage limitation mode at this point. Maybe, you know, I'm hoping for some spins, some crashes. I just saw Spencer spin the last lap. So I'm hoping there will just be more issues up ahead that will allow me to capitalize. And it looks like John has had a rough corner. Yep, we saw the cone in the background there. My bet is that he cut the corner. And it looks like he's used his quick repair as his car is looking very pristine now. A little bit of oversteer coming out of that corner, a little bit too much gas. Got to be very gentle on the throttle there, especially because it's a first gear corner. First gear is very easy to spin the wheels in this car. And John's actually moved himself up into third place position after Spencer's spin. I believe Spencer was actually in second, so he lost out on a couple of positions as a result of that. And actually going pretty well right now. Ooh, getting very close to the barrier there, but running pretty well. I'm kind of settling into a rhythm, you could say. And, oh, actually I've passed James now. I'm up into 9th place, so either he was doing his pit for fuel or he had another incident. But either way, I've managed to move myself up a position. And I do believe that's Esty just up the road in that yellow Radical. Was just passed by John, so it looks like I'm closing in on 8th place at the moment. Yep, and that is Esty just ahead in the number 30 car, and oh no, oh no, oh no, that's no good, oh no, oh no, I hit the barrier twice, oh man, and again, I'm going to reiterate, this is the 3rd time now, it is very easy to spin at this corner. So let's slow it down even a little bit. And there's those yellow bumps I was telling you about. I didn't realize those were actual bumps when I was first starting practice. I was just going straight over those. And you can see there the back end starts stepping out a little bit there. I counter steer and it just grips suddenly and then spins to the left, smack into the barrier head on. That's going to affect both front wheels, both the left and the right. Heavy damage. Significant damage, and you're going to see that I know somebody's coming, so I'm not going to reverse too much. So you can see I stop right there, and then I turn the wheels right, or I turn the wheel right, and I give it some gas, and then just poof, just right into the wall again. Yeah, that is really unfortunate stuff. That's some significant damage once again. That's pretty much my race over. Let's see what happens when I actually try to drive the car. Whoa! Wow. Yep. So yeah, I could hear there's someone coming from behind, so I'm gonna let them by. That is Ashley. Sorry if I freaked you out by parking my car on the outside of the corner there, Ashley. And it looks like I'm gonna be able to make it back to the pits, but this would be my 2nd pit stop, which would once again put me down into 10th place. And I can tell you right now, in order to count as finishing the race, you just have to complete half distance. And this is lap 18 of a 35 lap race. So that is half distance. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the pits, but I can tell you right now, I was already thinking that I should just retire because unfortunately that's just not looking good for me. Oh, right. Yeah, let me fast forward this. So going along. Okay, yep, go repair. I'll go back out there. It's fine. And then I get into my pit box and it tells me that it's going to take 3 minutes to repair my car and 9 minutes for optional repairs, which is, I mean, there's not much more than 9 minutes left of this race. I mean, there's maybe 20 minutes left of this race, so I would definitely be coming home in last place position, which means there's really no benefit to going back out on track. I'm just going to be a potential danger to other people and stuff like that. Clearly, I'm not getting along well with the track. So I had a little chat with Loro over Whisper and Mumble, and I decided that I was going to go ahead just take the last place finish and just retire from the race. So I am a little curious what happened in the race, though. So here's David, and Loro is just behind. John is quite a ways back. So let's find out what happened in the race. I'm going to do some fast forwarding here. Loro seems to have the pace. Remember, he was a second faster in qualifying than everybody else, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get past David pretty soon here. David's doing a great job of defending at the moment, though. Loro could not get a good exit from that hairpin and just didn't manage to close that gap in, and he's about the same distance he was back from John on the previous lap. And I imagine he's going to try, yep, oh wow, again, another fantastic exit from David there, managing to, whoa, as we got a car off in the barrier there. Who's that? This is Stefan, who appears to have maybe just gone a little deep into turn one. Braking at about the right place. Oh, that's strange. Maybe he did brake just a little too late, though. But he recognizes two cars coming, and he just moves away. They are also a lap ahead of him as he's in 7th place position, so he was going to get the blue flag anyway pretty soon. So let's rejoin the battle for the lead as David is just hanging on. Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, my recording ends here because that's when I quit the race. So unfortunately, can't find out exactly what happened in the race. At least not. Yeah, I am going to stop the recording, and I'm gonna pull up the results, and I'm gonna read them out loud. Oh, is my internet even working right now? Let's see if it is. Come on, internet. Okay, I'm at the forum right now. You guys can follow along with me. I just clicked on the thread. It's loading. It's loading. Still loading. Still loading. Still loading. Oh my gosh! Wait, is it actually loading? Okay. Okay, no, it loaded. Oh, yes, it's up. That's amazing. That's like the fastest it's loaded it in so long. It clearly the internet knows I'm recording a video. So in the end, I did finish in 10th place with SD in 9th, James in 8th. Loro finishes in 7th, actually. Only 7th for Loro, so very interesting. Loro's won just about every race this season. I think he has won every race this season. Yeah, he certainly has. Loro's won every race this season, so not sure what happened there, but Loro does videos of his own. He's got his own channel. It's Dusty44444. There's 5 4s, YouTube username, but I'll put a link in this video. So for those of you who are interested in how that battle came out, you can click the link to check out his video. Ashley Blakely in the end finishes in 6th. Stefan Vesterland in 5th. John Vitrano gets a 4th place finish. Nice job from John. Conrad does a fantastic job finishing 3rd, get a podium on his first race of the season. He also gets fastest lap with a 1:17.142. which is 4/10 faster than the next fastest lap, who was Loro, and they were the only two drivers to make it into the 117s that race. In second place, Spencer. Very nice result from Spencer. Very, very, very strong this season. He's definitely looking like he's going to be in the top 3 at the very least. David gets his first win of the season. Big congratulations to David Wormold for getting your first race win of season 4. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of a short race, unfortunately, because of that accident. If it hadn't had been after I had pit already, or if I knew the quick repair button, maybe things wouldn't have turned out that way. But I promise I'm going to find out what that quick repair button is, and we're going to use that for future races. So that's going to do it for this episode. Don't forget, at the end of the video, there will be a link to the cockpit view video, which is, of course, another short video since I was only able to complete 18 laps. And thank you always for watching. As always, for watching. Bye-bye.